Hello, my name is Alexei Veil. I am a developer at Cloudband Nokia, and today we will demo for you our first use case in Vitrage, which is an RCA project in OpenStack. So, what is Vitrage? Vitrage is an OpenStack RCA engine for organizing, analyzing, and expanding OpenStack alarms and events. RCA stands for root cause analysis, determining the root cause of problems. Vitrage has three main functionalities. First, it provides clear representation of the cloud and the relationships between cloud entities. It includes both physical and virtual entities. Second, it produces insights regarding root cause of problems. For example, it can determine that an instance is at risk due to connectivity issues on the physical host. Third, it deduces the existence of problems before they are directly detected. For example, raising an alarm on an instance when high availability of physical infrastructure is at risk. Here, we can see the high-level architecture of Vitrage. Vitrage has an input from the CLI and the Horizon UI. Vitrage retrieves its data from different resources such as Nova, Nagios, AODH, Cinder, Heat, and more, and it builds a connectivity graph between the entities. This connectivity graph will then be used for detecting connections between alarms and acting as a result. What we will see today: a demo for get topology of Nova entities, which means we will show which instance is connected to which host. In addition, we will see the new Horizon UI plugin for Vitrage, and we will see how Vitrage graph updated as a result of Nova updates, creating and deleting instances. Let's go to the demo. Okay, so now we have entered the Horizon UI, and here we can see on the left the Vitrage tab. In the Vitrage tab, we enter the Vitrage Topology tab, and there we can see a sunburst representation of the topology. In addition, there is also the Alarms tab, which will contain all OpenStack alarms, and the Entities tab, which will contain all OpenStack entities. In the future, we will have a graph representation of the topology as well, and the root cause analysis diagram. In the sunburst topology, each segment in the circle represents entities of the same resources. Here, the inner segment represents the node, and we can see its details on the left. The segment under the node represents the zones in the node. We can press on the zone and see its details on the left. The segment under the zones represents the host in each zone. We can press on it and see its details. We can see that at the moment there are no instances under the host. To go back and see the bigger picture, we can press on the segment in the middle. At the moment, all the segments are green, but if one of the entities has an error, it will be red, or has a warning, it will be yellow. Now we will add instances and see them appear in the topology. We will add 5 instances, for example. We will wait until they are all active. Now we will pause one of the instances. And we will check the Vitrage graph topology. Now we see that the outer segment contains 5 instances, and the instance that we have paused is orange. We can press on one of the instances and see its details on the left. Now we will erase 2 instances, and we will see in the outer segment only 3 instances. We will choose those 2, for example. We will wait until they are deleted. Now we will go to the Vitrage graph topology. And here we can see in the outer segment only 3 instances. This describes only our first use case. Vitrage will contain much more in it, such as RCA, deduced alarms, graph topology of more entities in OpenStack, and more. Now we'll go back to the representation. So, we saw how Vitrage reflects the topology of the cloud. Now let's talk about our next steps for Mitaka. We will add more plugins to enrich the Vitrage graph, in OpenStack project AODH, in external tools Nagios, and we will add physical topology configuration, which specifies the connectivity of physical switches. Additionally, we will support root cause analysis and deduced alarms. Deduced alarms are alarms on problems before they are directly detected. In future versions, we plan to add more plugins to the Vitrage graph. In OpenStack projects, Neutron, Cinder, Heat, Monasca, and more. In external tools, Zabbix, and more. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the demo. Goodbye.